time around.
Yeah, this is about war. We are talking war this time around. So the title is Trapped in War, basically. It has to do with some Ghanaian men who have been lured to the front line of the war in Ukraine, fighting for the Russians. And most of these people are being deceived. When the opportunity is being placed on their table, they are being told that they are going to see greener pastures. They were going for agricultural and security jobs, and not knowing the security was going to be something else. So these people got to Russia, signed documents that was written in a language that they didn't understand, and then finally they were trained and then ended up on the front line of the war. This was already highlighted months back, but what is new to this phase is that I went all the way to Ukraine, went to some of the front lines. The aim was to reach out to most of these people to be able to tell their story very well. Back here in Ghana, we visited families who have lost their relatives, people who have traveled to seek for greener pastures. Some have also not heard from their people who have left for almost a year now, and they are hoping that one day they will receive a call, at least just to know that their son who left home to go and search for money is still alive. There are also others who do not even know that their people are dead. So it's basically going to open the eyes of Ghanaians, especially people who easily jump on opportunities that comes their way, especially when it has to do with international opportunities, and also name people who are aiding agents in luring these people to places that they don't want to go to. Yeah, that's it basically.
I know because about 2-3 years ago I interviewed two gentlemen who were on the front lines in Ukraine. They cannot come back to Ghana. They are in Ivory Coast. The many like that who say the informants who actually snitch on them, if you will, live here. Now, in your investigation, these people, did they really look deceived?
In my investigation and per what they were saying and other follow-up investigations that I did, even to speaking to a worker who works with the Ghana embassy in Moscow, it aligned with each other per the stories that they gave me about how they got into the country. I'm speaking to the person who works in the embassy regarding what he mentioned together with what the people said. It sort of it relates to each other. So some actually willingly joined the Russian military. Some of them, and in the documentary as well, I spoke to them to know why they would want to leave Ghana and go.
So there are two sets of people: people who joined, and people who were deceived to join.
Exactly.
Those people want to return home. But they are not being allowed to return home.
Exactly, because their passports have been confiscated. And when you sign the contract, you have to work for a year. And after you are done with that year period, you are being promised a passport. So after a year, you will be granted citizenship to live and work fully in Russia. If you want to continue with the war, you can also do that as well, according to them. But there was an individual who returned from the front line. He was apparently shot. He's lost almost all his teeth. Yes, and after he was being shot, he said 2 weeks after that, he stepped on a bomb. And then it rolled him over. So he landed on his face.
That's a landmine.
Exactly. It took off everything in his mouth. And now he's back here in Ghana, and he's trying to get his life back together. So he painted a picture of what some of these people are really experiencing there. And he also made mention of the fact that he knows quite a number of Ghanaians and Africans who have actually left and died. He witnesses people who are always being buried, like mass burial, which is really, really worrying.
What time is this show in Jersey?
9 p.m. tonight.
9 p.m. on TV3.
Yes.
And it's also on social media.
Absolutely.
Godwin, thank you for the good work.
Thank you.
You do for Mother Ghana every day. And we have to wish those who have their birthdays today, happy birthday.